Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Friday. All right, guys, we're about to get into the weekend. It's also Jason's 40th birthday. So, everyone who joined us in Hot Messy Topics, thank you so much. We appreciate the heck out of you. And if you weren't in it, then just definitely go be a part of the replay crew. In the meantime, guys, we have word that Vanderpump Rules, well, they picked up cameras, which what? Also, more on the Stassi Faith stuff. Lala has found herself in yet another feud with the housewife, and there's an Ariana video that came out. So before we jump into all of it, you guys know how this works. Do all the YouTube things, smash that like button, show some love, and let's do the damn thing.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, before I get into the tea about Vanderpump Rules picking up their cameras, I wanted to talk a little bit about this first, which is the whole Stassi Schroeder of it all. We all wanted to know, what did Stassi Schroeder say about Faith in her book that prompted Vanderpump Rules alum to pursue another lawsuit against her? Well, Reality Blurb came out with it. Thank you, because I was curious. Faith Zowers created a GoFundMe page days ago in hopes of raising enough money to file a lawsuit against Stassi Schroeder for the things that she said about her in her book, Off With My Head, which she released in April of this year. After the Vanderpump Rules alum accused Stassi of making false and harmful claims and said she hopes to get the book removed with all royalties given to a charity or family in need, a number of excerpts about Faith from the publication have been shared. After the excerpts were shared on TikTok by user Coca911, All About the Real Housewives reshared her post to their Instagram page. This is what she said, which I was a little confused. I thought, because especially with Stassi putting out the book, I was like, there's no way that an agent or that with everything that she's been through, put herself through with getting canceled. And if you guys are trying to, this is my point, is if they're trying to give her another run, why would you set her up for failure and let her put something negative about Faith in that book? That would just be the dumbest thing you could do as a member of her team. That's what I was thinking. This is what she wrote. During the season, Kristen Doty, my fellow cast member, started getting texts from people alleging that Faith had stolen from them in the past and saying that Faith was in a surveillance video showing someone stealing. Then we saw a news article with the video still of the woman who was accused of stealing, so we called the tip line. We stupidly thought it might be Faith, partly because multiple people had been texting Kristen saying it was her. And also, in our very flawed detective work, we thought the description of the woman's tattoos sounded like Faith's. Kristen left a message on the tip line and gave her own contact information, and we never heard back. So that was the end of it. To my knowledge, Faith never even knew about the call until she heard me talk about it on the podcast a year later. I wasn't hiding it, but I also shouldn't have been talking about it and joking about it. We all shouldn't have made, she said, we also shouldn't have made that phone call, but I didn't understand it at the time. Okay, all right. At another point in the book, Stassi, who along with Kristen was fired from Vanderpump Rules for her actions against Faith, who appeared in a guest role on season 6 and caught backlash for sleeping with Jax Taylor amid his relationship with now wife Brittany Cartwright, claimed to have learned why turning Faith in for a crime she didn't commit was wrong and dangerous. I think one of the most profound things I've learned is just because it wasn't about race for me doesn't mean that it wasn't about race for Faith. Faith brought her experience as a Black woman, and I brought mine as a white woman who has never had to think twice about the police or what that means for other people, which is basically the pillar of white privilege. So while Kristen and I didn't feel the situation was about race, it was for Faith. And because of that, it was about race. Oh. Stassi also admitted to sensationalizing the behavior for a good podcast story and said that she handled the situation incorrectly. I was wrong. I just need people to understand this wasn't motivated by her race. She had deeply hurt my friend. All right. I was trying to see how people were going to react to this. So we posted a poll on our community tab and also asked you guys all over social media platforms, do you agree with Faith coming forward now and trying to, collect money on this GoFundMe to hire an attorney to sue Stassi? Based off of what she wrote in the book, I don't think that any of this is harmful, but also I'm not sure, I haven't heard why Faith wants to sue her. And Faith might just be saying, listen, I want to sue you because you mentioned me in the first place. You should have never mentioned me. And I think Stassi was trying to say, listen, I'm mentioning it because I want to own up to it. But fans are always so divided on this, and they are right now. And I completely understand as to why. I can see both sides of this. I can see Stassi's like, I want to tell my story as to why I was canceled and I lost everything. And Faith's like, that's BS. Why do you get to sell this story, especially when this is something that happened to me? And now, yet again, you're making more money off of it. Oof. All right, guys. So there's more drama, this time with Lala Kent and Teresa Giudice. Interestingly enough, I mean, is it though? But yeah, it is. Okay. After Tamara was asked on the June 7th episode of Watch What Happens Live who she's annoyed most on Two Teas in a Pod, she admitted that it was probably Teresa, citing the many things that she said about the New Jersey cast member's spouse on her and Teddy Mellencamp's podcast. Probably Teresa about the Louis stuff because there's so much to talk about Louis. So I think that she's really gotten annoyed with that. In response, Lala alluded to the fact that there's smoke. Where there's smoke, there's often fire. You know what I've learned? When you're dating someone, when the streets are talking, you better listen. I'm nervous. And Lala has seen some stuff with Randall. And Tamara agreed. She said, I'm scared. Also on Watch What Happens, Lala and Tamara both confirmed that they are Team Melissa amid her feud with Teresa. Weeks later on the June 21st episode of Give Them Lala, via Rate My Bravo on Instagram, Lala was asked if she received any DMs about anything she said on Watch What Happens Live. She said, I got an unfollow. I got an unfollow from Teresa. But that's okay, though. She also spoke of Teresa and her marriage to Louis on the June 14th episode of her podcast, saying, I will say that Teresa is one of the most iconic housewives to ever exist, right? And I think that the only thing that anybody, even the people who don't know her, just the fans, that they do call them the tree huggers, they want to see her, but just, I don't want to see her devastated by that person. So she's saying, we're out here just looking out, Teresa. We're out here just looking out. Now, there was another thing before we get to it. I'll just show you guys this because I know everybody loves them some Ariana right now. And as you can see, she seems completely happy with her boyfriend making out at a pool hall. I mean, it's not making out. It's just a pet kiss. But I did want to share that with you guys because I knew that you guys would want to see it. But this, I want to share this too. Hold on. I'm going to share it right now. Share this tab instead. Here we go. Boom. All right. So now that it's up, here we go. Breaking news. Vanderpump Rules starts filming now. Postponed Tom Sandoval and the Most Extras till September 30th due to a conflict in series. Taping Tom Sandoval and the Most Extras are rescheduling this show to September 30th when series taping will complete. So this is coming from Draw Me Bitch saying that this is breaking, that they are filming. And now I'm just curious. I want to know if they're filming, hey, let's get into it. I think that they should have picked up cameras immediately after. Who needs a break? We're paying them a shit ton of money. But I want to hear what your guys' thoughts are. So go ahead and comment below. Let us know what you think. And more importantly, before you go, don't forget to smash that like button, show some love, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Love you.